Good afternoon. My name is Zipi Egozi. I'm representing CET, Center for Educational Technology in Israel. We expertise in developing educational technology programs for school and high school. And I'm working for the special needs department, where we develop reading programs and applications for autistic children and so on. My focus in this program, in this project, was the e-learning materials, which was the brain training, which was developed by Eva, and the everyday life tips, which is the major, at least from the quantity aspect. It's there are, I think, about 70 e-learning tips, and this is what we are now processing. We're now in the validation process, which was not finished yet. I would like to show you. How do I go to this one? I'll do it from here. It's better. These are the everyday life tips, which were developed. They are divided into few topics, and in each topic we have, as you see, a lot of items. I will show you one of them. Let's say awareness and forming self-esteem. This is the item. We tried to put a lot of visual elements as much as we could. And now the validation is, I have to log in order to show you the, 1 minute, sorry.
See how it works for those who will participate in the focus group. Yeah, this is it.
Oh, the keyboard is not like the... Where's the
not the same.
Yeah, where is that?
Yes. More.
It's not like Hebrew, but the English is not like the Hebrew keyboard. Okay, and now you can see, yeah. This is the validation part, and I'll show you what we are interested in. First of all, we ask the users to use the portal for at least 3 hours. They don't have to, of course, not for 3 hours, we're not together, but at least 2 or 3 times to surf in the portal and to use the e-learning, the everyday life tips. And then for each item which they read, they had to answer if it was clear and easy for them, easily understood, whether it contributed something to them, and they also had the option to comment whatever they want. Then, here it is. What is this?
Leave the page.
Okay, and then after 3 hours, they had to fill this questionnaire, which related to general idea about if the items, if it was clear, did they use the text-to-speech, and if not, why didn't they use it? And then for each topic, did they read it? If it was helpful, if they want to know something more about it, and then even if they will recommend it to their friends. This is, we're still collecting the data, and I don't have final conclusions about it, and I assume that there will be a difference between the Israeli, the Czech, and the Hungarian users, because in Israel the awareness to this learning disability, we don't use the term dyslexia, we use the term learning disabilities. there is a lot of awareness, a lot of support. The awareness is to the whole public. From elementary school, every teacher knows what is learning disability. In every school there is a consultant that helps the parents and the teachers. There are support centers in each municipality, a lot of support centers, and it follows them till university where they have special help. They have in the matriculation they can it's in the law how to examine them during the matriculation. So the awareness is much bigger and allow me to say better. And that's why I think that there will be a difference in their opinion, and yet this questionnaire is sent already to 50 people, and I would like to share with you some of the emails that I got with the feedbacks, which were wonderful. Where is my presentation? Here it is. Here. I forgot to say that the data that we'll collect will be analyzed by the parameters of age, gender, and language, of course, and we'll see the difference in between the users who were younger or older, and it's interesting. It will be interesting to see which items are, or which subjects or topics in the e-learning, in the everyday life, what is interesting in different ages. And the gender, I don't expect to find the gender differences, but definitely age and language will be, maybe there will be a significant difference. Now for the Israeli feedbacks, I translated it, and now please pray that it will, here it is. Yeah, what is this? Okay. What happened to, I highlighted some of them. Okay, I made it. I have to say that the website is wonderful. It gives a lot of information, ways of coping, and I'll adopt it, some of the tips and coping methods presented here. Thank you so much for letting me be part of the project. This is also compliments. I'm looking for something. In addition, a general note, you should proofread the details, specify. They have some complaints about that it still needs some proofreading. I agree. Someone here complained that I don't find it here. You can read that we should make a clear differentiation between learning disabilities and attention and ADD, because it's a different thing. And although we know there is a comorbidity, and we did include some items regarding attention deficit, someone thinks that we have to make a separate portal for the attention deficit. I agree. Here it is. The truth, I thought this would be very boring, and there was a lot of information that didn't tell me anything new. But there were a lot of innovations, especially in the field of social security. In Israel, you can get some, if you have a severe learning disability, the social security gives you some money for school and so on. And this is someone that didn't know it, which recognized attention deficit disorder and tips for effective study in terms of organization, concentration, and memory. We had a lot of compliments. I recommend adding more activities. For this time budget, the activities are too short. Eva, please add some more activities. Here is the one that spoke about the ADHD. one issue that was not raised there, and that recently I really have been thinking about it a lot. What do you do with dyslexia doing testing job interview? She said that she has the, by the way, it's a student who is an electronic engineer. She is not a student anymore, she's working. And she said, should I tell them when I do the interview, should I tell them that I'm dyslexic? Should I not? And she wanted us to do something about it. We didn't mention this because we do have, in our everyday tips, we do have a special topic about interviews and work looking for a job, but we don't have a special item for this. But generally, a lot of compliments, and the compliments are for all our partners. Thank you.
Thank you.